Google just dropped a new AI tool that does something even ChatGPT and Claude can't do yet. It literally changes how you use your computer. Then there's a guy on the internet who walked away with 3.8 crore rupees this week because of Claude. Also, OpenAI just put a proper AI agent inside your phone that can even control your laptop from a distance. And honestly, that's just the start. There's a chip company that's actually making Nvidia nervous for the first time. A Chinese robot company that figured out how to make humanoid robots do basically anything you want. Fold your laundry, dance like Michael Jackson, you name it. Zuckerberg just increased your privacy in WhatsApp, and the ex-CTO of OpenAI just dropped a model that replies to you before you even finish talking. Plus, there's this other Chinese AI tool that's better than Claude, and it can design anything from one image, and it's 90% cheaper than Claude, which makes it practically free. We actually tested this one ourselves, and the results are crazy. I'm dropping the whole step-by-step process at the end of the video. Now, if any of these updates feel a bit too technical, just skip it. I've put timestamps in the description, so just jump to the one you actually care about. Also, I run this free WhatsApp community called Easylife AI News where I drop these updates daily. Most of what shows up there ends up on this channel like a week later. I just dropped a guide in there on a free AI that genuinely goes toe to toe with Claude and ChatGPT. If you want to access it for free, the link is in the description. Alright, let's get into it. A big one. Human and robots learn skills in seconds. Human and robots can now learn new skills in seconds, and anyone can teach them. Right now, if you buy a robot, it can only do what it was programmed to do at the factory. If you wanted to learn something new like making coffee or folding laundry, you'd need engineers, code, and weeks of work. That's why robots have stayed in factories and labs. Unitree, the world's top human and robot manufacturer based in China, just changed this. They created the world's first task and motion app store for human and robots where you can browse, download, and install new robot skills directly from a phone app. It's called Unistore and it requires zero coding or engineers and allows anyone to build and upload new skills to store. You can now give your robot a Michael Jackson dance or Mantis boxing moves in seconds, and that's just the start. Imagine it folding your laundry, doing inventory, or working on a farm all through a simple download. This is of the biggest steps yet toward making robots truly mainstream. Update to Google DeepMind Magic Pointer. The mouse pointer has looked the same since the 1970s, but now Google DeepMind just asks, what if your mouse actually understood what you are pointing at? They have been building an AI powered pointer with Gemini underneath it, and the difference is this. Instead of opening a separate chat window, copying your content, and explaining everything from scratch, you just point and say something short. For example, hover over a recipe and say add those to a shopping list and done. It adds it for you. Could you get these two ingredients and also this one and add them to my shopping list here? Done. Point at a calendar invite and say, can you shift this to 8 p.m.? And it will change it for you in seconds. Can you make this 8 p.m.? I've updated the graph to start at 8 p.m. The AI stops waiting for you to come to it. It follows your cursor. Can you show me how to go from this place to that place? Here are the directions between the two locations. These are still experimental demos right now. You can try some of them in Google AI Studio under the name Magic Pointer. Update 3. Claude helps recover a lost Bitcoin wallet. A man got 3.8 crore rupees because of AI. Over 11 years ago, a man had gotten 5 Bitcoin but then eventually had forgotten the password to his wallet. So for over a decade, his coins just sat there untouchable. He tried spending money on professional services, tried password combinations, but nothing worked. Then he turned to Claude as a last attempt. He uploaded files from his old college machine to the AI, and what it did was it located an encrypted wallet file among the dumped data, then turned to BitRecover, a widely used open source recovery utility, and the wallet got unlocked. He recovered almost $400,000, which is 3.8 crore rupees. Update for Gemini Intelligence for Android. Google just held its big Android event, and the headline was something called Gemini Intelligence. Unlike the AI we are used to, which just answers questions, this version is designed to be proactive, meaning it actually helps you finish tasks. You can take a photo of a poster for a concert and say book 2 floor seats to this concert. The AI will find the tickets and handle the checkout for you. Or if you're having a conversation with somebody and they ask whether you are free on the coming weekend, Gemini will check your calendar, update you, and even book a new slot on your calendar. It also handles the small things for you, such as filling those long, annoying digital forms in a single tap and turning your message speech to text into a polished professional message. Google will start rolling this out with phones and soon make it available to other devices this year. Update 5 Kimi Web Bridge Browser Extension Kimi, the viral AI made by the Chinese company Moonshot AI, doesn't need an app anymore. It's released its browser extension called Web Bridge. Now its agents can interact with websites like a human does. Kimi can now autofill Excel sheets for you, generate forms with a single prompt, and even do tasks like collecting job listings for you. It can also learn your daily workflows and turn them into reusable skills. And the best part is that it's only 10% the cost of Opus and other AI models. Now we were extremely fascinated by Kimi, so we decided to test it out. And it turns out you can also use it to clone any website on the internet, design a website for any brand using just one screenshot, and even build a brand from scratch with one prompt. So we've made our tutorial on all these, but you'll have to wait till the end of the video to watch it. So stay tuned. Update 6 WhatsApp Meta AI Incognito chats now for the next update. Now, your chats with Meta AI on WhatsApp are going incognito. Your chat with most AI tools today allow companies to study your questions and the answers going out for learning and training purposes. But incognito chat runs on something called private processing. Your messages are sent into a secure environment that even Meta cannot see into. The conversation stays only on your screen. It is temporary, it disappears by default, and nothing music is saved on the server. So people can now ask Meta AI health questions, loan details, and any personal advice. Soon they'll also launch Side Chat, which will give you private help with any WhatsApp chat with context of what's being discussed without disrupting the main conversation. Update 7 Thinking Machines Interaction Model. You know that awkward pause when you're talking to an AI voice assistant, that half second where it waits for you to stop before it even starts thinking? Meera Murati, ex-CTO of OpenAI, says that's not a glitch, it's a fundamental design mistake. She recently started her own company, Thinking Machines Lab, and this week they released something called an interaction model. Not only can it respond to audio in zero point 0.4 seconds, much faster than OpenAI's current 1.18 seconds, it can also talk, listen, watch, think, and collaborate all at the same time. But to make it interesting, I do it in Hindi. Can you translate into English in real time for my friend and our audience? Absolutely, I'll translate as you go. Play Hindi to English in real time. It could do that, friend. Hey guys, when asked to say the word friend, every time person came into frame, it could do that. And when asked in conversation to create a bar chart of what was discussed, it could even do that. To be fair though, this is still a small research preview. The wider release will happen later in 2026. Update 8 Meta AI Voice, Camera, and Recommendations. They launched Meta AI Voice Conversations that let you talk naturally to the AI. It removes the annoying lag that AI voice assistants have. You can now interrupt mid sentence, switch languages, or change topics on the fly, and Meta AI stays right there with you. But that's not even the best. You can also point your camera at anything in the real world, a building, a painting, a dish of food. Meta AI tells you exactly what you're looking at in real time. In their demo, they pointed the camera at an apartment complex in Spain built in 1973, and Meta AI identified the building instantly by name. Finally, the AI can also generate images and pull up recommendations from Reels, Maps, and more. It's rolling out now in the US and Canada. In India, the voice feature is live on the Meta AI app. The camera and shopping features are coming later this year.
Update 9 Claude for small business. Anthropic has just launched Claude for small business to help small business owners take full advantage of AI and manage the small daily items on their to do list. It can connect to the tools your company already uses, understand the context of your entire business, and then handle practically everything for you. For example, it can manage payments and invoices using PayPal, generate content using Canva, sends and tracks contracts for signatures using DocuSign, and basically execute such tasks across multiple apps. So now, instead of opening 10 different tools, you talk to Claude and it does the work for you.
Update 9 Claude for Small Business Anthropic has just launched Claude for Small Business to help small business owners take full advantage of AI and manage the small daily items on their to do list. It can connect to the tools your company already uses, understand the context of your entire business, and then handle practically everything for you. For example, it can manage payments and invoices using PayPal, generate content using Canva, sends and tracks contracts for signatures using DocuSign, and basically execute such tasks across multiple apps. So now instead of opening 10 different tools, you talk to Claude and it does the work for you. Update 10 Cerebrus Chip Company and OpenAI deal. A chip company that went public this week has made Nvidia nervous. It's called Cerebrus, and here's why everyone is talking about it. They built the world's largest chip. It's literally the size of a dinner plate, and for AI workloads, it runs 15 times faster than other GPUs, including those from Nvidia. OpenAI noticed and signed a deal worth over $20 billion to use Cerebras for their AI infrastructure, and they also handed them a $1 billion loan on top of that to fund the development of the data centers that would run its AI products. After the first day of trading, the IPO values the company at nearly $95 billion, the biggest one of 2026 so far. Update 11 Claude Code Agent View Anthropic just launched Agent View for Claude Code. Here is the problem that it solves. Previously, when you were running multiple AI coding agents at the same time, it required many tabs. One terminal tab for the bug fix, another for the PR review, a third for something else. But now with Agent View, you run one command and you get a single dashboard showing every session you have open, what each agent is working on, everything at a glance. And if an agent needs a decision from you, you can answer it right there without switching tabs or losing your train of thought. No more mental juggling. You can quietly running a fleet of AI agents from one screen. Update 12 OpenAI Daybreak Cybersecurity. OpenAI just entered cybersecurity with something called Daybreak. The pitch is simple. Your security team spends hours hunting for vulnerabilities in your code. Now, instead of only finding and patching vulnerabilities, the next era of cyber defense should be built into software from the beginning. Now you can automate your security detection, validation, and response with Daybreak. Cut through your security backlog and fix any existing vulnerabilities too. It reads your entire code base, maps out every realistic attack path, tests the vulnerabilities in an isolated environment so nothing actually breaks, and then writes the patch. It brings together the most capable OpenAI models, Codex, and their security partners to make this tool. Anthropic has a competing tool called Mythos that's been quietly doing the same thing, but it's invite only, shared privately with partners. Daybreak is OpenAI's more open answer to that. It's not fully public yet, but you can request a scan directly from OpenAI right now.
Update 13 ByteDance Deep Flow. TikTok's parent company dropped a free AI tool, and the developer community is going absolutely crazy over it. It's called Deep Flow, short for Deep Exploration and Efficient Research Flow, and it's completely free and open source. Here's what its latest 2.0 version does. You give it one big task, whether it's researching, coding, building websites, creating slide decks, or generating videos, and it makes a whole team of AI agents to execute it. So instead of one AI trying to do everything, Deepflow assigns a leader to break the job into pieces while sub agents handle the research and coding simultaneously. It's like having an entire department of employees working inside your laptop. It can work 24/7 and runs 100% locally on your computer. It exploded on GitHub and hit trending almost immediately after its release.
Update 14 Codex mobile app. Codex, OpenAI's mini developer agent, just came out with its mobile application. So now not only can you build things or assign agents to your mobile, but you can also control your computer from your phone. For example, I can give the prompt, update the launch video copy in emotion, render it as an MP4, and share it with the team in Slack. And Codex will execute this from your laptop. All the approvals needed for this can be provided on your phone itself. As OpenAI puts it, Codex does almost everything, and now it can also go almost anywhere.
Update 15. Krea 2 Image Generation. Krea AI, a San Francisco based independent AI company, is creating a new kind of image generation tool you need to know about. Instead of demanding precise prompts like every other AI image generator out there, Krea 2 works even on vague descriptions and visual references. Here's how it works. You can pass any reference image into the system, a photo, a painting, a screenshot. It will understand its style components and transfer them into the output. You can also control how much a style will affect the final image, and it even lets you combine multiple styles together. But the part that's genuinely clever is the mood board feature. It works like Pinterest, where you throw in a collection of images, and the AI analysis the actual underlying aesthetic, colors, themes, and style across all of them. And it can generate images within that style for you. This is built for the person who has a feeling in their head but can't put it into words. And that's most creative people, right?
Update 16, Notion Developer Platform. Notion just announced the Notion Developer Platform. For years, Notion has been a notes app and a clean workspace for your team. Now, it wants to become the place where developers and AI agents build real software. The new Notion CLI lets developers control Notion straight from their coding screen. Workers run your code inside Notion, eliminating the need for outside servers. Database sync automatically pulls live data into your Notion pages. Agent tools let you build custom AI helpers for specific tasks or workflows. Webhook triggers are automatic switches that let Notion react to events in other apps. You can even integrate AI assistants like Claude or Cursor into Notion. Soon, Notion developers will be able to build on Notion because AI agents will do the actual building for them.
Kimike 2.6 Website Design Tutorial. For years, building a website meant hiring a developer or learning to code. That just stopped being true. This is Nike's actual website on the left, and on the right is what AI built. All I gave it was a single image, and it was able to pick up the same fonts, animations, and sports section and build an entire website. The AI that did this is called Kimike 2.6, and it's an AI made by the Chinese company Moonshot AI that's been going viral. It just hit number one on the leaderboard for 3D design, even above Claude and DeepSeek's latest models. So we are going to try building 3 insane things using it to see how it fares. Let's dive into it. Test 1. One image to a full website.
Test one image to a full website. Test one image to a full website. So I uploaded a single Nike screenshot and it was literally just one flat image of shoes and apparel laid out on a surface. So all I did here is I uploaded one single screenshot of a pair of Nike shoes. Just that one image, and then I typed in this prompt. I want to design a magazine style college inspired website for Nike, a shoe brand, using the image I provide as a hero section. I want an impressive experience, unlimited scrolling, and a seamless transition. Make it as stunning as possible with all the images in high definition and 4K resolution, and an extremely animated website. And what it did is it pulled the entire DNA of the Nike brand straight into the design. It chose the typography to match the magazine layout and it generated custom imagery for every single section. And just look at this for a second. This is a live, fully scrollable, fully working website. The hero section says own your summer. You scroll down into trending shoe styles. There's an Air Max section with a full bleed parallax that says above the influence. You've got a build for the board archive, a shop by sport section, a working add to cart, a wish list, a limited time sale with 30% off badges, and even a fully working footer with social media built right in. So that's one image made into a complete website. But what if you don't even need a reference image to start with?
Test 2. A prompt to a brand. Test 2. A prompt to a brand. All I gave Kimmy next was a single prompt. Build a clothing brand website. It should be minimalistic with bold colors and geometric shapes and have every section made out of color blocks. use a dark base, and make it aesthetic enough for new audiences. So, how Kimmy started is it built out the entire brand identity first before it even started building the website. It picked all the colors up front from pink to lime, cyan, orange, and lavender, and then it designed everything else around that brand palette. And this whole thing is genuinely wild when you look at it. You're getting a brand name, a manifesto, a lookbook, a pillar section, a newsletter sign up, a fully categorized footer. All of this coming out of one single sentence. So it can build a brand and website, but can it make animations? Let's try it out.
Test tool, a prompt to a brand test tool, a prompt to a brand. All I gave Kiminix was a single prompt. Build a clothing brand website. It should be minimalistic with bold colors and geometric shapes and have every section made out of color blocks. Use a dark base and make it aesthetic enough for new audiences. So, how Kime started is it built out the entire brand identity first before it even started building the website. It picked all the colors upfront from pink to lime, cyan, orange, and lavender, and then it designed everything else around that brand palette. And this whole thing is genuinely wild when you look at it. You're getting a brand name, a manifesto, a lookbook, a pillar section, a newsletter sign up, a fully categorized footer. All of this coming out of one single sentence. So it can build a brand and website, but can it make animations? Let's try it out.
Test 3, Static Image to Animation. I dropped in a flat character illustration of a purple monster sitting on a block. It's just a static PNG. Then, I told Kimmy to just recreate it and add some animation with the background going through different colors as the visual moves. 30 seconds later, the character is bobbing up and down. It's blinking. The background is changing into different colors. All of this from one static image and a single sentence of instruction. The cost barrier for building a professional looking website or animation has basically collapsed overnight. You don't need a coding background anymore, you don't need a credit card, and you don't need an agency. All you need is this one tool.
Update 17, GPT Codex and GPT 5.5 workflow switch. Okay, so recently GPT has launched a lot of new updates, including changes to Codex, releasing their new AI model 5.5, and much more. So what I asked my entire team to do was literally switch our entire workflows from Claude to Codex and GPT 5.5. If you want to know exactly why, as well as how we went about this process, we made an entire tutorial on this. I'm going to link it for you on the screen right now. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.